Hello, so today we're going to be talking about finding unknown angle measures. So we're first going to go over some vocabulary. So an angle that's less, this is supposed to say than 90 degrees is an acute angle. An angle that's more than 90 degrees is an obtuse angle. Just remember, like acute and then obtuse would be like bigger angle, more than 90 degrees. An angle that's 90 degrees is a right angle. An angle that's 180 degrees is a straight angle. Two angles that are adjacent angles. Two angles are adjacent angles when they share a common side and have the same vertex. So if you notice this, let me get out my highlighter, this has the same vertex and then they share a side. That would be an adjacent angle. Two angles are complementary. That did not fit on the line. Angles when the sum of their angles is 90 degrees. So if you notice this angle right here, these would also be adjacent because they're next to each other and they share a vertex, but they're complementary angles because 60 plus 30 is 90. These right here would not be adjacent because they don't share a vertex or a side, but they are complementary because 64 plus 26 would be 90. Two angles are supplementary angles when the sum of their angles is 180 degrees. So you notice these two would be adjacent because they share a vertex and a common side, and they're also supplementary because 120 plus 60 is 180. These ones would not be adjacent, but they are supplementary angles because 110 plus 70 is 180. Two angles are, vertical angles when they are opposite angles formed by the intersection of two lines. So if you notice, you have two lines and then the angles when they're vertical, they equal each other. So when they're right across each other, they would both be 40. So like over here, they show that these two lines were straight, so that the angles opposite are equal to each other. These ones, the lines are not straight, so these ones would not be vertical angles. So classify, so just to review, so if you have vertical angles, they equal each other. Complementary add up to be 90 degrees. And then supplementary add up to be 180 degrees. So if I'm looking at this right here, I would say, okay, are those vertical, complementary, or supplementary? Okay, well, these ones are vertical, and these are vertical because they're opposite of each other, and vertical angles equal each other. So 70 equals x. Oh, we're supposed to say they're vertical. And so they say find the value of x. Well, 70 equals x, so x equals 70. All right, so these ones, are they vertical, complementary, or supplementary? Well, these ones add up to be 90 degrees, so they're complementary. And complementary angles add up to be 90 degrees. So if I take this angle plus this angle, I should get 90 degrees. So if I take 31 plus x plus 4, I should get 90 degrees. So I can combine these two now, because they're like terms. Remember, this should be a review from the beginning of the year. So then you're going to have x plus 31 plus 4 is 35 equals 90. Solving a one-step equation, I need to subtract 35, subtract 35. So I'm going to get x equals 90 minus 35 would be 55. So x equals 55. All right, so this next one, these ones would be supplementary. And I have x and then x minus 4. And so when I add these two together, they should give me 180. So I have x plus x minus 4 equals 180. So these two right here are like terms, so I can add those together. So I have 2x minus 4 equals 180. So I can add 4 to both sides. Remember, this is a two-step equation, so I'll have 2x equals 184. And I'll divide by 2, divide by 2. I'll get x equals 92. So if you don't remember, go ahead and look back at your notes about two-step equations and one-step equations, and that should help because you do have to remember that in order to do these problems. So again, vertical angles equal each other, so you just set it equal to each other. Complementary add up to be 90, so you have to take both angles, add them together, equals 90. Supplementary angles, again, same thing, add them together, except this time they equals 180.